Should you consider selling this summer? Hello, I'm Debbie Indihar, Giordano of Master Brokers. Welcome to my weekly update. We'll answer that question, talk about interest rates, talk about the general economy, which is awesome today, the stock market, and then about open house activity and another open house coming this weekend. So let's dive into should you consider selling this summer. It seems like an outrageous question. However, rates are hovering around the 6%. The average days on market in Milpitas is now at 13. That's very, very good. Not to mention you've got vacations planned, but even so, we're seeing strong activity in the Milpitas market. Home values in Milpitas are up 10% year over year. Buyers are moving on homes that are priced right, marketed well, and strategically prepared. That's exactly what happened on Taylor Drive over the weekend. In the past 30 days, many homeowners in Milpitas in our area have decided to cash in on their equity. So inventory is also rising, giving buyers more opportunity and more chances to bid on homes. At Master Brokers, we've helped more than 1,158 people sell successfully through all seasons in every situation. If you're starting to explore the idea of selling and want a professional consultation on your situation, please call or text me today. So another article talks about everyone waiting for the crash. Mortgage debt is at an all-time high, but if you're waiting on that to crash prices, I understand the instinct, but look at what sits beneath it. U.S. homes are worth $48 trillion. Owners owe $14 trillion against them. That leaves $34 million trillion in equity. Put plainly, for every dollar of mortgage debt in the country, there's about $2.40 in equity behind it. So that shows the strength and the stability of the real estate market. And I do not believe that we'll ever see a crash, at least like we saw in 2007 and 2008, where mortgages were over the existing values of homes, and that produced the collapse of the market about 50%. So let's look at where interest rates are today. They've ticked up a bit. However, the stock market took a major leap in the NASDAQ and the Dow today. That's a result of the resolution of the Iranian war. So we're going to see a lot of that recovery this week in the stock market, which is going to bode well for buyers as they look towards stocks for the down payment of their property. So 6.75% interest rate for a 30-year fixed conforming, 6.125% for a 15-year fixed conforming, 6.625% for 30-year fixed jumbo, and 6.125% for a 15-year fixed jumbo. So before I talk about open house activity, let me add to the video today. I looked at the May 2026 housing stats for Milpitas. The average home price has gone up, which is good news. We're at $1,713,000. And then an average price for a condo, pretty stable at $1,092,000. So had 453 Taylor Drive in Milpitas open over the weekend. That's that 5-bedroom, 2-bath in Sunny Hills. It's 1634 square feet, priced at $1,650,000. The price brought in a good amount of buyers. I had 7 potential families or groups, we call them, in on Saturday, and then another 8 on Sunday. The seller fielded an offer right after the open house on Sunday for a full price offer. A great buyer that had come in Saturday's open house, went to their agent, wrote the offer. Seller decided to take it. So today we're in contract on that property for full price, $1,650,000. So let's look at what I've got open. Oh, before I forget, Wormwood was open. That is 2076 Wormwood Lane in San Jose, priced at $1,295,000. That's in the Berryessa area. That's that 3-bedroom, 2-bath, priced at $1,295,000. We also had 8 families through that open house on Saturday. It was a one-day open house, and actually an offer came in yesterday, Sunday, on that. A little bit lower than the seller wants, so we're in a counteroffer position on that, but certainly open to any offers that might come through. So that leads me to talk about this coming weekend. I'm excited to release 1865 Big Bend Drive in Milpitas. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the Parktown area. very nicely updated by the previous owner. This current owner has owned it about 3.5 years. So well updated by that previous owner, and I actually represented that seller in listing the property. So the current owner decided to come back to me to market their home. We're at 1,598,888. We're in the Senate Elementary School, which is the #1 school in Milpitas. That should draw in a good amount of traffic. Price point on this 3-bedroom, 2-bath is 1,598,888. That's a good price considering the area is excellent. First-time home buyer price range. So I'm excited to show that Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 4. I'll be there personally. If you want to come by, I'd love to greet you and show you this beautiful home, or talk to me about your own needs, and maybe you have a home that you need to sell and you can meet me and we can schedule an appointment. So also coming up on the books coming soon is 1464 Edsel Drive in Milpitas, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 1498, and 390 Monmouth Drive, 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 1775 square feet for 1.7. So talking to those sellers and getting those properties in line with what they need to do and as far as timing goes. So market's great, summer's good, plenty of buyers out there looking, stock market's great. So it's a perfect storm if you want to get your home ready and put it on the market. Give me a call, 408-945-8988 or giordanodj@aol.com. Enjoy this beautiful weather we're having, and see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.